Is it coming back?
Yeah.
Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to the Finance and Governance Advisory Committee meeting of Muswell Shire Council being held at the TEP meeting room, level 1, Tertiary Education Centre, 87 Hill Street, Muswell, on Tuesday, the 10th of March, 2026. I declare this meeting open at, by council time, exactly 4 o'clock. Please note that this meeting is being recorded and will be made available on council website. So, recording has started. Could I have the welcome to country? No, acknowledge the country.
Council would like to respectively acknowledge the local Aboriginal people who are the traditional owners and custodians of the land on which this meeting takes place.
Thank you. Are there any apologies? Yeah, I was going to say. And the application for attendance via audio visual link from Councillor McNeil.
It's correct, Mr. Chair.
Right. I need a mover and a second authority to given for the council to attend the council meeting via video link. Do I get a mover and a seconder? Councillor Barry, Councillor Maharjan. Discussion. Councillor Drake.
Thanks, Councillor Scholes. It's obviously a matter we've dealt with before, and it appears we'll continue to be required to deal with it. Are we able to have Councillor McNeil explain today why, before any further discussion, why the application?
Councillor McNeil providing. Councillor McNeil.
Yeah, thank you, Rod. Same as applies to the doctor's certificate already provided. I don't think I should add any more than that.
I understand, like previously, Councillor McNeil, your doctor's certificate stated that you wanted to be able to attend all meetings for the, well, I think the words were for the remainder of the term by video link.
No, not exactly. It was when well, possibly limited to. I haven't got the certificate in front of me, but I think it was more a recommendation based on, I guess, my condition at the time.
Oh, okay. So it's not the doctor saying you can't attend all meetings.
No, from my recollection, and I'm not sure if the general manager has a certificate, but my recollection is the intent of the certificate is that it would be detrimental to my health to have excess travel at this point in time.
Okay, I'm confused because I thought it said for the remainder of the term. I thought you reported that to us for the remainder of the term.
It may well say that there is little prospect of improvement.
I don't need you to go into the details. I don't want personal details in recording, because I don't expect personal details. But I'm just concerned that we may now have a councillor who won't or can't or is unable to attend any meetings in person now moving forward, and that appears now, this being a committee meeting, not an ordinary council meeting, that it will apply for every meeting.
No, it won't be every meeting, but it will be most probably before, up until I have the knee operation, which is pending probably in the next few weeks. I haven't got a date yet, but I've got approval to have it done.
Oh, okay. So work won't prevent you from not attending. It'll just purely your health.
Sorry, I didn't hear that one.
So the fact that you no longer reside in the LGA, some 2 or 3 hours away, that's not preventing you from attending. It's purely your health.
My residential address is still 3 Lawn Street, Muswellbrook. I'm working in Tamworth, as you know, and I'm staying here during the week. it's not practical to drive to and from Tamworth to work.
Okay. To and from Tamworth to council meetings, you mean? You said to and from Tamworth to work.
Could you repeat that, please?
He said to and from Tamworth to work. Did you mean to and from Tamworth
Yeah.
to council meetings?
It's not practical to travel from Muswellbrook to Tamworth, and I'm not up.
Yeah, sorry for Muswell.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
so I'll be staying in Tamworth during the week, as of tonight.
As of
today.
Whereas previously, I had to wait for accommodation to become available, and I was travelling from Barraba.
I'm just purely concerned about the public perception on what with the decision we might make in regards to another councillor, whether they I mean, now it's been some 9 months now that this has been occurring, and of course we understand that the law changed on 1 January. It's not a change personally I agree with. I think it's probably not a change personally that too many people agree with. But it's a change nonetheless. So thanks, Councillor McNeil.
Can I just add that the underlying reason is medical reason. I guess if I was fit as a Mallee bull, I could do the distances, but I'm presently not fit as a Mallee bull. So I'm taking the doctor's recommendation to limit my travelling until such time that position is reviewed and changed by my doctor.
All right. I think we've had enough discussion. We have a proposer and a seconder. Put the motion. All those in favour of accepting Councillor McNeil to attend by video walking link, can you raise your hand? So that's Councillor Dunn, Councillor Mahajan and Councillor Barry. Those against? Oh, sorry, there's only the members of the committee can vote on this particular item. That's why I was looking down and checking them, just making sure we had the members. All right, so we have
my name there, please.
we have a tie vote.
If I may, can I just have confirmation that is the case? It's only members because Councillor McNeil himself isn't a member of this committee.
Only members of the committee, correct?
Yes, is that correct? Councillor McNeil's not a member of this.
That is correct.
I didn't acknowledge it, so it's tied through also. Does that mean I have a cast of vote? A second, I voted for not to attend in the initial one. I got again vote that way. So therefore, Councillor McNeil is excluded from the meeting.
Excluded, was that what the word?
Sorry.
Did you say that the resolution was to exclude me from the meeting?
Now, the resolution was for you to attend the meeting. The resolution was defeated.
Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Councillor McNeil, you have to leave the meeting.
Right. So I didn't get, my request was not accepted.
That's right.
Okay. Well, have a good day, everybody.
Apologies. Do we have any apologies?
No apologies.
No apologies. Confirmation minutes of previous meeting. The minutes of the Finance Governance meeting held on 10th of February 2026. As listed in the agenda, the recommendation is that the minutes of the Finance and Governance Committee meeting held on the 10th of February 2026, a copy of which has been distributed to all members, be taken as read and confirmed as a true record. Do I have a mover and a seconder of that motion? Councillor Mahajan, Councillor Morris. Any discussion?
Thank you.
All right, so therefore I'll put the motion. All those in favour of the motion, raise your hands. Chair, the unanimous of voting members. Any disclosure of pecuniary or pecuniary interests? Councillor Morris?
Thank you very much. Item 6.1, I have a significant non-pecuniary interest as my wife's a life member and my daughter is the secretary of the Muswellbrook Physical Culture Club. Item 6.1, sorry, I didn't know if I said that.
Thank you, Councillor Morris. No business arising. Item 6.1, which is the awarding of a community grant or contribution to the Muswellbrook Physical Cultural Club. Fee waiver for the Denman Memorial Hall. I'll wait for Councillor Morris to leave the room. Councillor Morris has left the room. The officer's recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee approves a community grant at fee waiver equivalent to $1,103.40 for Muswellbrook Physical Culture Club, costs associated with the club use of the Memorial Hall for the rest of term 1 and term 2 in 2006. I assume they are school terms. Do I have a mover and a seconder? Councillor Drayton. Councillor Dunn. Have any discussion?
No.
Therefore, put the motion. All those in favour? They're unanimous of the 5 members in the room. I declare the motion passed. Okay, 6.2, the awarding of community grant or contribution to Aspect Riding for the Disabled. The recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee approves a community grant of cash equivalent to $340 to Aspect to cover outstanding riding fees so that 4 students on the autism spectrum can participate in the local Riding for Disabled RDA program. Do I have a mover and a seconder? Councillor Barry, Councillor Morris. Have any discussion? I will put the motion. All those in favour, raise your hand. Clear unanimous for all members ready to be present. 6.3, awarding of sponsorship at the Muswellbrook Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the 2026 Muswellbrook Business Awards. The recommendation is that the Finance and Governance Committee approves sponsorship of or $2,950, including GST, to the Muswellbrook Chamber of Commerce and Industry for the 2026 Muswellbrook Business Awards. Do I have a mover and a seconder? I've got Barry, Councillor Morris. Do I have any discussion?
Question with regards to it appears there's 2 options to approve the sponsorship or 2,950. Is it one and the same thing that we're talking
I'm
about?
so sorry,
Yeah,
councillor, that is a typographical error.
that's
To be off.
It's one and the same thing.
Yeah.
Thank you.
that's kind of why I went loud when I said, "Oh, it did quite make sense." It's You're right.
Yeah.
All right. Any further discussion? I'll put the motion. All those in favour? Clear unanimous of the voting members present. 6.4, the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Service, Upper Hunter Charity Golf Day, staff attendance. The recommendation is that the committee recommends that the number 1, council sponsors the Westpac Rescue Helicopter Service Upper Hunter Golf Day with selection of the silver sponsor package valued at $2,500. Number 2, the cost be charged staff appreciation and development budget ledger item 1075.1821.568. And 3, this budget to be adjusted as part of the March quarterly budget review. I have a mover and a seconder. Councillor Dunn, Councillor Drayton. Discussion? And no discussion? I therefore put the motion. All those in favour, raise your hand. I declare it passed unanimously, all members Here, present. 6.9. Council grant update. The Finance and Government Committee notes the information contained in the report and endorses council staff to review and apply for funding opportunities identified. Do I have a mover and a seconder?
Yep.
Councillor Dowgrade and Councillor Morris. Discussion? Councillor Dunn.
Anyone else? Yes.
I went to answer the outfit straight on.
I was just wondering, I take it we're going to apply for grants for this idea?
Sorry, councillor Dunn, for this, what?
We're going to apply for grants for this program, the grant for this program?
Which program is it?
Oh, sorry, apprentices, trainees and cadetship, fresh start program.
I would think so. I haven't chatted with people in the organisation, but we've certainly identified in the past and been successful with that grant program. So we'll look at it again when the time comes up, councillor Dunn. But certainly it's a good program, and we've got several places already funded by that program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
General Manager, do we know what fields or trades we have gaps in
Thanks.
that might cover these apprenticeships or cadetships?
Generally speaking, we conduct a survey around directors and the managers to ensure that we are covering any gaps, whether it's in IT or finance, community economy, across the work section. We've been very successful. You might remember in the first round we had 13 trainees.
Yeah.
I think Drew, you're one of those trainees. Yes, so it's been very successful. The second round, because we were so successful in the first round, I think we only had one. We're hoping we'll be successful again in this round.
And so the first priority is for people who live in the Shire.
Well, generally speaking, for these roles, they are people who are local because of the travel costs associated with being a trainee with Muswell Shire Council. And we have had great success with trainees over the years with local people.
Good. Thank you. Thank you.
Through you, Mr. Chair, if that's okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Councillor Dunn, we wouldn't be allocating a position to the grant. Well, we wouldn't be allocating a person to the grant. The grant is applied for a position, which is then filled by a person later on. So when we're doing the application, it wouldn't be for a person.
All right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Just confirming.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
Thank you very much.
Councillor Morris.
With regards to the heavy vehicle rest area, which is due at the end of April, which is fairly soon, do we, as part of that grant application, need to identify a location for that to be, or is it simply the fact that we need a heavy vehicle rest area?
Is Kelly Scholes in the room?
No, she doesn't.
Okay.
We're just checking with Matt.
Yeah, sorry. Yes, that's correct. We would have to identify a location. Yes.
So would that then fit in with the upcoming bypass and the CBD improvement plan
I think
happening as well?
essentially at the moment we're thinking it's around the OSLM route, Golden Highway, Blackburn Road, that's sort of area around there. It doesn't preclude thinking about these other areas.
So you basically take it money to do it the rest of the rest.
At the moment, yes. There is more thought to be put into it at this stage.
And so these are not on our roads, but on state government roads that the rest area would go?
Essentially, we would be looking to put them in areas that are of most benefit to council. So Wyvong Road has been identified, but that is set to become a state road. There's also one at Sandy Hollow as well, which we're negotiating with the state government. So there will be those that sort of, base Councillor Morris, also including the local roads as well.
So multiple sites for the one potential area. Is that what is projected?
Well, at this point in time, sorry, Councillor, are we able to submit applications from more than one location?
Derek, I checked the other day whether we could put in 2 roads, and the guidelines said yes. And those 2 roads are the bypass road to Brook Street, from the bypass intersection to Brook Street, and the other one we're looking at is the corner of Bylong Valley Way and Yarrawa Road. And yes, we can put in 2. I haven't checked the rest areas, but I think we could. I'm pretty sure we could. But don't forget, this isn't our only bite at the cherry. These come out every 6 months or so. So if we don't put something forward this time, we can put it forward later in the year, probably around October. Whereas other grants, as you know, there's only one chance. This one is ongoing.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kev. So, as Ivan said, so there have been some thought about Bylong Valley Way, using the 6-year-old road. Bylong Valley Way is a regional road, but it's a council road. We just receive funding from transport for that.
Thank you.
Further discussion? Oh, all right, I'll therefore put the motion. All those in favour of endorsing it? They're unanimous for council often of councillors present.
Thank you, councillors.
Thank you, Mr. Stone. 6.6, the monthly financial report. The recommendation is that the Finance and Government Committee notes the financial reports for the month ending 28th February 2026. Do I have a mover and a seconder? Councillor Morris, Councillor Drayton. Discussion?
No.
Councillor Nutt.
I have a question on behalf of Councillor Ward. Reading the general fund revenue papers and wondering which mining company had a land evaluation and why.
Thank you for the question. Yes, so one of our mining companies had a revaluation at land value. That was, we've been advised by the Valuer General's office. That was related to a change in their estimated coal output based on their actual output compared to what they estimated initially, which was based on their original approval. So that with a revised coal output, that reduced that valuation.
Thank you.
Can I ask a question of council officers? So have we analysed what that actually implies, what actually, if it makes sense what the actually said? If you actually what I'm getting, there's the figure that they're using, does it have some basis or does it make sense in what they've done?
It's a very good question. I was liaising with the Valuer General's office for many months actually to try and find out the reasons. They refused to disclose the exact methodology that they use. They provided a brief outline of that methodology, but they weren't providing the actual figures that they used to make that calculation.
So you've done this on an officer basis?
Yes.
Got to inquire with General Manager, but possibly the Mayor as well, whether we should possibly push a bit harder directly as a council, because okay, this is one particular mine. We don't know what's going to happen in the future with regards to other stuff. I think we should get handled.
Yes, so I've spoken directly with the valuer that was involved in that.
Yeah.
So we could potentially look to escalate that further.
Yeah,
Counter size.
I think that put it up the line. Yeah, Mr. E, Councillor Drayton.
Yes, I have been involved in it with CFO and the general manager, and I agree we do need to push that harder. Was revalued, and obviously the outcome of that is their rates will reduce considerably. Maybe it's something IPART should consider when they're considering the most recent application from council.
Any prospect of that? We're a bit late for that.
I didn't see that in their response letter to IPART. I didn't see them raise that issue.
I'm just wondering formally, as opposed to just officer to officer, to federal department to head department type situation, challenge, but we'd like to know the basis behind it, the logic behind it.
I understand they answer directly to the Premier's office.
All right. All right, any other further discussion? General Manager, you think to add from?
As Mr Mayor has said, we have been engaging with them at the executive level, but it is very hard to engage. So we will be persistent in that, as Mr Chair has said, there is potential consequences associated with this, particularly for our revenue, and it's very important for us to try and ensure that we are able to achieve the maximum rating capacity we're able to for the community. And this is a matter that we will be persisting with the Bagler General's office.
Thank you. General Manager? Councillor Dunn?
Could I focus now on the debtor balances, page 68? What is happening with the debts owed to council? Just seems that the list is growing a bit in some of the areas.
Yes, certainly. Thank you for the question. The finance team are working closely with the commercial property management team, and in particular to sort of ensure that we bring down those arrears balances and manage that going forward. So it's definitely a key focus for us currently. There are some other balances in relation to some grant funding. Some of those balances can sometimes take a while to come through. Those are less concern to us. We expect to receive those balances, not necessarily always in a timely manner.
Yeah.
But right across the organisation, the different areas we've been able to introduce that, as well as with the grants balances as well.
Thank you.
So Councillor Dunn, you're questioning both aspects of that, or the early aspect, which is the direct debtors to council, not necessarily the grant?
Oh, it wasn't referring to the grants, no.
No, just mainly referring to the direct debtors to council.
Yeah, sorry, the direct debits.
We have for the General Manager, we have a director would like to add a response.
I'd just add to the CEO's comments, there is a large balance under the marketplace that you're speaking. That was a previous company probably aware of going into
Yes.
closure.
Yeah.
That balance still sits there, but the finance team has made, has partly recognised that last financial year with Josh,
Yes.
and we're looking to recognise it this year.
Yeah.
So I missed the last bit.
There's quite a large amount, I think
Yeah,
it's about
yeah, the right.
$200 associated with one particular tenant that is no longer trading.
Yeah.
We put an allowance in for that doubtful debt, and we're looking to close that out in one financial.
So we'll clear our books of that debt.
Yeah.
In a formal manner.
Thank
All right. Councillor Martin.
So, Mr. Chair, I have a question regarding future fund report, page number 63. Just I noticed that like our income is 6.1 million, and the overall overhead over from this income over expense is 75%, and the rest of 25% is over income. If we calculate the net yield is 1.8%. If I compare with the other local council, what they making the yield is 3 to 4%. How we gonna be improve over?
Yes, so currently looking at reviewing the future fund investment policy and strategy towards that as we go through the SRB process as well. We'll be looking to expand the future fund and continuing to look at improving the returns as much as we can on the future fund.
So
What we gonna be do? What we gonna be do? Like control the expense? What we are thinking now? Like what? When I calculate myself, like out of that 53% we have a overhead expense and 22% we having a depreciation and interest for interest. Interest and depreciation we can't control. Definitely we can control only 53% expense. What we incurring now? How we gonna be controlling this one?
Certainly, Matt, would you like to?
So just with the overheads is actually a contribution that the future fund makes to the general fund.
Yes.
So it's probably not the best it can be represented. That $800,000 is actually a contribution that the future fund is making to the general fund, in addition to its result at the end of the financial year.
Yes, so part of that is the contribution to the general fund.
Yes, councillor Morris.
My understanding was that any contribution the future fund made to the general fund was to come before council for approval.
It is an adopted, so when council adopted the budget, so this was raised in a previous committee meeting, when council adopted the budget in previous years, this contribution's already been allowed for prior to any decision like that. If any future decision comes in, it will certainly come to this council. There's two reasons for it. One is there is this overhead allowance in terms of contributions to the general fund. And then the other thing was when we, and Josh can add to this, when we rationalised the assets that were in the future fund, there was a depreciation cost that shifted from, was a new depreciation cost in the general fund, and the future fund is essentially addressing any loss in the general fund, because without that contribution going across, the general fund would be in deficit. Josh?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
That's Morris.
going forward, is that figure that to take care of that deficit ongoing or up to a finite point where it then comes before council for approval to subsidise that deficit?
Yes, so that will be presented back to council with the renewal of the new budget for 26-27. So that will be part of the proposal that's put up at that stage. If council would like to reduce that contribution to the general fund, that will have to be looked at in the whole context of the general fund in terms of where we could potentially get additional revenue sources to cover that, or where we might want to adjust, spending in other areas, reducing other services.
Thank you.
Why that decision was made initially, because we were to just absorb that depreciation cost within the general fund, and those properties were moved from the future fund to general fund. Yet we would have had to find savings to that effect.
Yep.
And certainly that'll be part of the discussion with the development of the new budget.
Yeah, if I can put, I might be put a price here of some summation, I think, from our fellow councillors, we are uncomfortable with the situation of the food, of the mental fund, and what future fund understand contributing with regards to operational expenses incurred by council. But at this stage of the life of the future fund, we don't see the future fund supporting the general fund as a general policy. I understand also, as you explained just then, there is that complication with regards to the rationalisation of what sits where, so therefore that's made it a bit murky in this particular situation. But correct me if I'm wrong, councillors, but going forward, our general position is the general fund gets reimbursed for costs of staff that help manage the future fund. But at this stage, until the future fund gets the situation, it's not seen as a problem for the general fund at this stage. Is that a fair summation, councillors?
Yeah.
That's with appreciation. If we could just have a comment, just having a discussion.
Yes. Yes.
Gentlemen.
Thanks, Mr. Chair. I just a comment, it's just an explanation for for this, where we are with regards to the subsidy provided to the general fund. It really occurred because when properties are in the future fund, as commercial property, they don't recognise the depreciation. If they're only brought into the operational or the general fund, that's when they have to be depreciated. And that's why we've got this disparity at the moment, which we're trying to resolve over time. It is something that will need to resolve.
All right. Any further discussion? I'll put the motion. All those in favour, please raise your hand. The unanimous of the 6 council members, committee members present. Move on to 7, closed committee. There are no closed committee items. The date of the next meeting, as set out in the report, is the 14th of April. No particular issues with that, anyone? So therefore, at this stage, this meeting of the Board of April, I declare the meeting closed at 4